Hey everyone, we are live at Paste Studios right now with Horace Bray. Horace, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, man. So we are sound check. It sounded great. Looking forward to sharing this with the internet right now. How It Ends is your EP, which is out right now, and so we'll hear 3 songs from that, and we'll hear an unreleased song as well.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what you're going to start out with?
I'm going to start off with the first single from the EP, which is called How It Ends, which it's written about a very specific moment when I was in college and I was playing way too much guitar every day, and I ended up not being able to play for about 6 months and got really, really sad about it. And then I can play again now, but this is kind of about working through that tough time in my life.
Right.
My divine, I feel you near me. Please show me what I'm doing wrong. I saw your light, but now it's gone. I'm paralyzed, let it consume me. The shadows of what I've done. It's a bitter end to a bitter song. Is this how it ends? With a flicker of how it began. An old tale, lost in time, without an answer or reason why. Oh, is this how it ends? Mine was on the floor, heart was on the ceiling, looking at me through closed eyes. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. It's all a joke without a punchline. I promised I'd see it to the end. When I lacked a sense of self, I was afraid of what I said. Is this how it ends? With a flicker of how it began. An old tale, lost in time, without an answer or reason why. Oh, why? I promise that I will do better, to be nicer to myself. Even though I don't know what I'm doing, oh, any better than anyone else. I promise that I will try harder to trust when it feels right. But when I don't know what I'm doing, it will always cross my mind. Is this how it ends? With a flicker of how it began. An old tale, lost in time, without an answer or reason why. Oh, is this how it ends? With a flicker how it began. An old tale, lost in time, without an answer or reason why. Oh, is this how it ends?
Right. Thank you for starting out our Wednesday like this. This is great, man. I'm enjoying it very much.
Thank you for starting off my Wednesday like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you tell us, for the people who are watching right now, a little bit about your origin story and how you find yourself to be here in this iteration? Something about your musical background and how you find yourself here today.
Yeah. So there aren't like many musicians in my family, but when I was growing up, my mom had like this old upright piano. And she used to like write songs, not like as like a professional, but more like serving as medicine. to like kind of work through things. So I used to always hear her like practicing and singing her songs as I was falling asleep as a kid. And I didn't realize how big of an effect that had on me, because I didn't really like doing singing stuff for a long time. And I went to, I started playing guitar around age, I guess I started out on drums around age 11. Then I started playing guitar when I was around 13, going from like angry, like post-divorce, pissed off at everything drums, to like very quickly getting into like jazz music.
That's a great time in life to be able to have something to
yeah, it
bash.
was brutal. So I'm sure my mom was happy about me not playing drums anymore.
Yeah.
But then I got really, really into guitar, and really into jazz music in particular, playing instrumental and like learning people's original music. And then I went to jazz school at University of North Texas and lived there for a while. And then there was a really like kind of serendipitous moment where my car, there was like one time I had like a 95 Ford Taurus, and I went to go start it one day, and literally like the battery short-circuited so bad that it melted like the connectors off of the battery, and then there was like molten whatever metal it was all over the engine. The car got totally, it was wrecked. And I had enough money to get another like piece of crap car or to get out of Texas. So I got out of Texas and I moved to New York City 2 years ago. And that was, I had it all planned out where I was like, okay, yeah, I'm like gonna be like the shreddiest guitar player and like do all the crazy jazz gigs. And I moved here, and like all of a sudden I was surrounded by these amazing singer-songwriters. And they, like, I wasn't going to jazz shows and leaving like crying, but I was like going to like Rockwood and seeing someone just bare their soul, and felt completely inspired by it. So I still like play instrumental music a lot, but now like where my heart is with my writing, all the songs end up having lyrics. So
was Rockwood the genesis of this? And Juan Soria was the one that connected this all together. Did you guys meet at Rockwood? Did you play together?
So we met. The three of us play in another band called Serentip, and
right. Yeah, was that that was like a year ago, probably. We hosted you guys here in this room or one of the other studios in this building.
So we met at like a jam session that was like pre that band forming. Aaron Nolan and myself, we all met at UNT. So then we've all ended up in New York.
Yeah.
So we've known each other for like 2010, 2012, and then
maybe 3
maybe
years?
two.
2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
I
2,
guess
3.
since you moved to New York.
Yeah.
Well, you guys all sound great together, so thank you for coming and doing this today. We appreciate it very much. And can you tell us a little about what you're going to play second off of How It Ends?
Okay, so this next one is maybe my favorite song off of the EP, and it's called The Sweetest Thing, which this song has had a really funny trajectory, because I was like, really fell head over heels for this girl, and like I wrote this song, and then it didn't work out, as things tend to happen sometimes. And then it became like an angry love song, which was really weird, but I kind of liked it. And then I like tabled it for a while, like left it kind of unfinished. And then when I fell for another girl, I finished it and like changed up the chords, and then it became a happy song again, which that also didn't end up working out in the long run. But so it's had this like happy, angry love song trajectory.
Where does it live for you right now?
Now it's like mostly happy.
All right.
Yeah. But it's like the nice like complex happy.
Love to hear it.
When I see your face, I fall apart at the seams. I wanna feel your love, but I don't know what it means. Well, sticks and stones, they might eat me alive, but I'll find some strength with you by my side. 'Cause you're the sweetest thing that I have ever seen. And you're the only one who sees right through me. Lie awake in the dark of the night. Oh, you whisper in my ear that it will all be alright. Well, as the sun touches the sky, I see my reflection in your eyes. I was once told all good things must end. Well, I hope that's a lie. 'Cause you're the sweetest thing that I have ever seen. And you're the only one who sees right through me. Cause you're the sweetest thing that I have ever seen. Oh, and you're the only one who sees right through me.
Right, These are great songs. Thank you very much for sharing them.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Can we talk a little bit about who has influenced you, either from growing up or some of those New York singer-songwriters you were seeing at Rockwood, or I mean, really open-ended. Any influences, since we are here in this tape room surrounded by 70-something years of rock and roll history.
Oh yeah, this is super trippy. Yeah, like so when I was like in like high school, college, I would listen to a lot of like those old like jazz guitar players like Joe Pass, Wes Montgomery.
Dude, I got to show you the other room once we're offline. There's Wes Montgomery. There's we've got
freak out?
We've got some. There's the Newport Jazz Archive lives here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the last show John Coltrane Quintet ever played is on a tape over there. It's the 1966 Newport Jazz Fest. But I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No,
we will
awesome.
geek out afterwards.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that after. So yeah, listen to a bunch of like John Coltrane, and then like some more modern people like Brad Meldau, who like definitely affected like how I think about like chords and stuff, and like how to all these downward and upward movements with voicings.
His didn't he play? Was the drummer that? Oh my God, I should not have started that sentence at all. New Jersey drummer, wonderful player, plays with Brad Meldau. I'm spacing. I'm sorry.
It's the guy after Jorge Rossi, and I can never remember his name. Jeff Ballard?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm gonna stop interrupting you with half thoughts. I'm sorry. You go.
Yeah. So I was super into them. Then I got really into like some more modern jazz guitar players like Kurt Rosenwinkel, Mike Moreno, Lage Lund. They like were all big influences of me when I was like in the jazz shed in college. And then like when I moved to New York, like probably the two biggest albums that influenced me are Monterey by the Milk Carton Kids. That was like, I would listen to that every morning religiously as I was like making my like AeroPress and doing yoga. Just like listen to the whole record all the way through and try to like sing the third harmony and see if I could find it. And then Sufjan Stevens' Carry On Lowell were like, that was another really, really big one. Then Emily King has been one of my like really, really big influences. And
Nice.
like I got to see her in Dallas right before I moved to New York.
She's here like a month ago. She's here pretty recently.
Yeah. I think she's like based either in New York or like just north of here or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she was in the city forever. I think she grew up here and
Yeah.
then said that's it. And a couple years ago moved upstate and built a studio.
yeah, I mean that's the life. But yeah, so those were like the people I was really checking out a whole bunch, and then like also just like playing with these dudes is always very inspiring, and we're lucky that like we get to play in a lot of different situations and like travel the world doing music stuff.
It's a great answer, dude. I've asked that question a lot of times, and I don't think anybody has said these guys, the people in the
I
room.
learned,
So
like, especially
well
just
from
from Andrew, like with harmony, like it's like going to the like really warm, loving school every time I get to play with him. So.
That is the sweetest thing.
Aw.
Nice. Well, I'm having a great time. You guys are clearly as well. So can we'll keep it moving. And can you tell? Are you going to do a third off of How It Ends? Or are you going to the unreleased?
I'm gonna do a third off of How It Ends.
Okay.
It's called The Water. And it's one with the trickiest guitar part to play and sing. And it's about, I'm not gonna say who it's about, but it's about someone that I really disagreed with how they were like moving through life by just like holding onto it as hard as they could and trying to like force it into submission. And I just seeing them really that not working out for them. So it's kind of about the Taoist kind of view of just like we're in a stream. It's called The Water. And yeah. Was there all together or?
Yeah, let's return. That's cool.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll sing for my supper, 'cause I don't mind the noise. You'll play these games you never win while you're lost at sea. I pray that you find your way back home again. Oh, my brother, we can't make it on our own. You're far from shore, but you are not alone. The water will take you home. The water will take you home. When I look across the water, I'll do what I can. Where you will find your answers is in what you'll never know. I pray that you find your way back home again. Can't make it on our own. You're far from shore, but you are not alone. The water will take you home. The water will take you home. Well, take your time. You're far from shore, but you are not alone. Oh, my brother, we can't make it on our own. You're far from shore, but you are not alone. The water will take you home. The water will take you home.
Thank you. Can we talk a little bit about the arrangement of the band, what you guys are doing here versus when people go? You've got a show at Hotel Cafe in LA on April 12th, and then you're in Chicago at the Tonic Room on April 28th. Yeah. How does what you're doing here at Paste Studios today compare to what people see at the live show?
So this is like probably like the medium. There's like small, medium, and large. This is like the medium setup. So like we did a show. The EP release show at Rockwood was with these guys, and then with Miranda DePerno and Melissa McMillan singing background vocals. So that's like about as full as it gets. I have ideas of like strings, but we'll see if that ends up working out in the future. But for the shows in LA and Chicago, I'm probably just going to be playing solo, maybe with some guests, but it'll be a little bit more intimate. just like nice and quiet, a little even quieter than this, and like more about like the guitar and the voice interacting. I change the arrangements that I play a little bit depending on the instrumentation, like because there might be, if I do the full guitar parts that I wrote initially, sometimes it's a little bit too much for like all the other parts going on.
Right.
So like the shows coming up will be like slightly more elaborate guitar parts and you know, playing more new songs and all the old songs.
You've got the full cast of characters on the album, on the studio version of How It Ends. Is that with everybody? We hear.
So that's it's actually not. Yeah, I did that mostly like recording those more complicated guitar parts.
Okay.
And then singing over them, and then like kind of painting around it. And a lot of that was just like adding like little like Juno pads or like light percussion and a lot of background vocals. So the album is a little bit more like chambery sounding, like chamber music, like singer-songwriter chamber music. But for the next record, these guys will be doing some stuff on it, and I'm in the process right now of like getting a couple different versions of the songs to pick from, and I'm going back into the studio next month to record the more acoustic songs off the next EP.
Cool. Exciting times, man. And so it's all up at HoraceBray.com as soon as the details are announced on the album that you're about to go into the studio to record. Well, dude, so those 3 songs off How It Ends have sounded great, and you're going to play an unreleased one, which I would imagine is going to end up on the
most
on the
likely
next record.
it'll be on this next record.
Can you tell us what you're going to do next?
It's called Calm Again, and it's about it's basically about developing a healthy relationship with anxiety when it pops up, because I've gone through moments in my life where, like, I mean, we all feel anxious from time to time, and one of my habits was that I immediately wanted to almost shame the anxious feeling, being like, oh, like, you're feeling anxious, that just means like you can't handle what's going on, or like it's because you're not good enough, which like is such a vicious cycle. So it's kind of it's about like some family drama I had go on last year and feeling anxious about that, and then kind of working through it.
They heard it yet? Have they heard it yet, or is this about to happen right now?
No, they've heard it. They've heard it.
Right.
Yeah. Need water. Yeah, it's called Calm Again.
My mother dear, I wish we hadn't talked. My life has been reframed. I see my fears control my thoughts, and I don't want to know why I am the way I am. The sticking has covered my hands in blood. You said it would be hard, but it'd be worth it in the end. Oh, all I want, oh, all I want, oh, all I want is to feel calm again. And I can't make it home. to catch my thoughts. I know I'm not alone, but for now, this pain, it's all I've got. And I wanna know why I can't get close to anyone. So I'll start this journey into the dark. You said it would be hard, but it'd be worth it in the end. Oh, all I want. Oh, all I want. Oh, all I want is to feel calm again. Oh, all I want. Oh, all I want. Oh, all I want is to feel calm again.
Thanks, y'all.
All right, Horace, thank you for coming by today. Thank you, everybody, for playing. I enjoyed it very much. Happy Wednesday to everyone.
Happy Wednesday.
And best of luck on How It Ends, which is out now. And great luck when you're in the studio next month recording what becomes the next album. And we enjoyed it very much. Have a travel safe to Hotel Cafe in Los Angeles.
Thank you.
Safe travels to Chicago for the Tonic Room on April 28th. And the details are up at horacebray.com when new material is released. Dude, thank you for doing this.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right.